Welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. I am VeerajaR.
And I'm David M. Harris. We hope you'll enjoy the poems we'll be reading today, poems written by your friends and neighbors. Our first poem is one of mine, Memories. My sister remembers very clearly how my father and I went religiously to Yom Kippur services. I must be mistaken then in thinking we were on the golf course those days. One of my wives, a psychologist, explained how false memories are formed sometimes by those looking too avidly for evidence of child abuse and satanic rituals. And I've heard her tell stories from not so long ago of events that I remember entirely differently. I've always been proud of my memory, except for words or names, but I could be wrong. It has happened before. I had a dream so sharp where I could not open my high school locker for several weeks, so vivid and real that for several more weeks I thought it was a memory. I remember how it felt. Some people remember sharply, vividly, when Nelson Mandela died in prison years before apartheid died. You can't convince them otherwise. It's called the Mandela effect. We are always tied to the past. Our senses, except touch and taste, come from an instant ago, or seconds, or years, or eons in a galaxy far, far away. Each moment is here, and then it is a memory, dependent on us to preserve it or let it die. Memory is destined to fade and twist and transform when we only want it to stay the same, want the world to be or to have been exactly how we remember it, no matter how false that memory may be.
Under a Tree in Summer by Joseph G. Sanfilippo. Sitting under the shade of an ancient tree on a hot summer's day, rays of sun burning the cool breeze away, a beautiful world is there to see. Small creatures coming silently towards me, curious to know why an animal my size would occupy their place. An event never before seen by a strange living thing. An ant on my hand exploring the differences of limbs that seem to have no end. A bee buzzing by, a lizard at my feet looking upward at my eyes. A hot summer's breeze ruffles my hair, the green grass of summer a cushion of tired feet. Barefoot in the swirling air, I fall asleep. Eyes closed in a peaceful rest, a concert by nature's sounds. Musical notes, a dream in my ears, birds looking for seeds, hungry to feed near. Gently the wind touches the verdant leaves, nature full of beautiful things under the shade of a tree in summer. Root embracing my imaginations, one with nature, what a way to be. Something cold suddenly over my head, few drops of rain, a feeling now gone, sadness for something lost, moments of beauty taken away by the cruelty of few drops of rain. Under a tree in summer on a hot day, a wondrous place to escape time and stay.
The Last Visit by Rebecca Yancey. With fingers tapping, foot shaking, he hunched in his chair, no trace in his dull stare of the auger eyes that drilled me as a boy, his onion skin hands hard to remember as fists. I offered pictures of my son, his only grandchild, but he just looked away. At the plant by the window, that fly on the sill, its drone the only sound. I reached out to touch his shoulder with sharp bones. My words fell like dried leaves scattered on hard-baked clay.
Set Aside, written by David B. Stewart. In blessed halls, twixt righteous doors, toiled broom and mop with little said. At never rest, his swaying head slow danced, moving, graced the floors. Lloyd's body fit a broken man, neglected clay, thrown set aside, to touch a world's averted eyes through twisted spine and mangled hands. The tale of him? I feared to ask no ever what he dreamt to be. But lookaways would never see his tortured smile, sheer thankfulness. Notre Dame's own imperfection, a film noir dark and dungeon's mass, in daylight of the mirror's glass, shaved the hairs of his reflection. There was a time I saw his home. Dad drove him there some quiet nights, but someone else switched on the lights. A brother? Memory fails me so. Skin deep, ourselves may never know, so wholly broken all might be. Our hidden cracks, no one should see. Most never hide for long, they show. Unkempt to us, well dressed to him, his clothes were washed and clean. They fit the sidewalk's charity of thrift in cloth, cut full for larger men. How unlike me! He rose each day to faces briskly turned aside. In quickness for avoiding eyes, in solitude, Lloyd found his way. His spirit sang no lack of care, and someone else turned on those lights of seeming lonely, quiet nights. Truth tells me someone else was there. His solitude was not alone. As our eyes turned to never see him, his solitude was not alone. As our eyes turned to never see him, he had something else to free him, draw him out, and lead him home.
Another poem of mine, The Gift. I seem not to have the gift for joy. Contentment I can manage for decent lengths of time, even happiness occasionally. But joy, I think I remember it, perhaps in the early days of my second marriage, but perhaps not. Does joy have to be unexpected? Can anticipation be or lead to joy? And what about ecstasy? With or without Hedy Lamarr or Teresa of Avila, that appears to be beyond me. I've seen Teresa's face in Santa Maria della Vittoria, turned up to God, radiating sublime and post-orgasmic bliss. Neither God nor sex brings me to that. I enjoy sex, but it doesn't take me out of myself, and I can't find a God who satisfies. Oh, would some power give me the gift to feel the joy I see on museum walls, on The Price is Right, and at games when the home team scores a goal. It seems to be around me, but not in me. Is something missing in me? Do other people see me as broken? Maybe they talk about it, not with me. I feel no inner chasm, would I? Pretending to laugh makes folks happier. Should I jump up and scream when my team gets a goal? Would I remember to do that? At the last game, I didn't remember. If I perform joy long enough, will it become real? It worked with other habits. Can joy be a habit, or must it be, an apex? If joy is not a skill but a gift, perhaps I can learn to seize it as it passes by.
All is Well, written by me, VeerajaR. All is well with the world while I lie in my hammock, watching the squirrels chase with noble intentions, or listening to blue jay cry loud concerns for his mate. All is well with the world when the sky is clear blue, wearing the whitest clouds, and air is laden with rainbows of scents, a map for bees and butterflies dancing under the hot sun. All is well with the world when I can lie in my hammock, still as a firewood, that cardinal cloaked, bright and red, at arm's length, sits and whistles, endless love for his plain old wife. All is well with the world. All will be well with the world when I lie in my little grave, just as I am now, resting in my hammock, amidst a busy world, breathing and breeding happiness all around. Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us again soon.